Hey man, say man, this is your host who do the most, DB the God, and we are back with another one. You are now tuned in to Unapologetic Intelligence, and I want to speak on something that's very delicate, very touchy, very enlightening, something different, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a world full of people, 8 billion people and counting, you know what I'm saying? And we all have something special within us, something deep in the core that God instilled in all of us, a gift, like a spiritual gift, a talent, something major. You know what I'm saying? What is your gift? What is your talent? What are you capable of doing? What skill you have within you? What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? Not like to do, but what do you love to do? Something very passionate, you know, that you could earn income from, create a world from, take care of people from, and just live free and abundant with your gift, your talent, and your passions, you know what I'm saying? And it can be a variety of things. It's different people in the world. Some of us have the same drive and passions, and some don't. But with everybody, it's different, you know what I'm saying? Some people have the gift to speak to people. Some people have that gift of selling, like knowing how to sell stuff, like a salesman, a saleswoman. Some people have that gift to create, you know, and even with the category of being a creator, you can create music, you can create clothes, you can create art, graphics, paintings, you can create vases. It's endless in the creativity realm. It's endless. You can create all types of things. You know what I'm saying? It's a very special thing. And when you dig deep within yourself and find your gift, your passion, you know what I'm saying? Are you able to go full time with it? Are you able to just put your all into it? Are you able to walk away from your 9 to 5? Are you able to generate revenue, income from it? Are you able to pay others from your ideas? You know what I'm saying? Are you able to pay yourself? You know? These are the things that you have to dig deep within yourself. And for some people, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying? Life be lifing for a lot of people, and they don't just stop and take the time to learn themselves and realize their own gifts and passions. You know, some people are in the workforce, you know, working endlessly, day in, day out, non-stop, grinding, working 12-hour shifts, 16 hours a day, working 2 jobs, 16, 18 hours, getting no sleep, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, and not taking time to really, truly know their true gifts and passions, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a gift, everybody got a calling, but at some point you gotta take time and know what your gift and calling is, you dig what I'm saying? You gotta dig deep, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta stop and talk to God, like, God, what is it special about me? What gift did you instill in me? Please help me learn myself and know my gift. And sometimes what you thought was your gift, that might not have been the gift. It might be something else. You might be very good at something else. You see what I'm saying? And it gets deep, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are gifted in a lot of things. And I think it's safe to say it can be good and bad. You dig what I'm saying? Like, some people use their gifts for evil. You see what I'm saying? Like, some people have mastered the art of manipulation and very good at it. Some people master the art of drug dealing. Some people master the art of finessing, you know what I'm saying? And robbing, or whatever the case may be. That's their gift, that's their talent, that's what they're good at. It's almost a profession for them, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? The world operates like that. The world is full of many people with many gifts and talents. And on another note, the people who know themselves, who know their power, true power and gift, you have what I call in my own definitions is dream killers. You know what I'm saying? Someone who shut down everything people talk about. You know, that's why it's wise not to tell your every idea to people before you do it. It's not wise to tell all your business, because you got people around who look down upon it, talk down upon it, and you'll be done heard so much of it that you'll be done talked yourself out your own gift and craft. You know what I'm saying? You'll be done talked yourself out your own talent. You know what I'm saying? That God gave you. And what God gave you can't no man or woman take away from you. We know that. But when you don't believe that, you'll let people allow you to talk you out of doing what you want to do, because you're listening to everybody else instead of listening to within. You know what I'm saying? Listening to yourself, your mind, body, soul, and your heart. You dig what I'm saying? Some people got the gift for cutting hair, doing makeup, doing lashes, fixing cars. You know what I'm saying? Some people have the gift of coding. You know what I'm saying? It's a talent. Some people are very athletic. Basketball players, baseball players, football players, gymnasts. You know what I'm saying? People have a lot of skill and talents. And it's their gift. It's their calling. You know what I'm saying? They're able to feed their families with it. They're able to feed themselves. They're able to live a lavish lifestyle from it. They're able to do everything that their heart dreamed of and desired. You see what I'm saying? Even the pimps. The art of controlling one's mind and making her bring that revenue in. That's a gift. Everybody can't do it. Pimping ain't for everybody. Everybody don't have $1 million mouthpiece to get out here and get 30, 40,000 up out of bitch and don't even touch her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got the gift. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't got the gift for getting some packs and flipping the packs and actually making the money quadruple and on and on and on and making the money grow. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody don't got that gift. It's a gift. It's a talent. It's a skill. Something that you're really, really, really good at. You might not be good at fixing cars. And who's to say that you're a man, you need to know how to fix on cars? That's not everybody's gift. That's not everybody's talent. Every man in the world don't need to know how to fix no car. Just like every man in the world don't know how to fix a computer. Everybody don't do that, you dig? Do what you're good at, you know what I'm saying? I might have a mean jump shot, you dig what I'm saying? But that don't mean that I'm good enough to go to the NBA. You see what I'm saying? I have charm, you dig what I'm saying? And I feel like that's one of my many gifts, you know, my charm. That's one of my biggest assets, my charm, my charisma, my character, just my presence when I step in the room. I fill the room up. You know what I'm saying? I look good. I smell good. I talk good. I walk good. I feel good. I fuck good. Everything is good. You get what I'm saying? That comes with me. That's my aesthetic. That just comes with me. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody don't got that. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, I ain't no regular Joe Schmo ass nigga. You dig what I'm saying? I'm a little more than that. You dig what I'm saying? I'm most definitely on the magnificent side. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. You dig? I have many talents. I know how to do a lot of things. I love music. Just the art of creating. I might not be a really good music composer, but I know how to make a beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm really good at playing music by ear and creating sounds that I hear in my mind and bringing it to life. I'm really good at that. And I'm very passionate about it. And I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've earned money doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's something I'm good at. And I feel like God instilled that in me. And when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, still doing what you love, it's most definitely a gift. Going to work at a 9-to-5 job, most jobs be dead-end jobs unless you get in position. And even with that, it's still like kind of dead end. You making a whole lot of money, but you would never be the top person. You would never be the owner. You'll probably never get in certain meetings that the top people, the corporates, the meetings that they have, you would never get to sit at the table with them. Never, ever. You see what I'm saying? You'll probably never, ever get to go to the corporate buildings in the skyscrapers on the top floors and sit at these meetings with these people while they brainstorm. Not you brainstorming in the warehouse as like a manager or something, but corporate wise, when these folks moving millions and billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? You'll probably never ever get to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So technically, yeah, it's kind of a dead end job. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, you're making 70, 80,000, 100,000 a year or plus, but hey, get your money. You know what I'm saying? We all want that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? But working at McDonald's, it's safe to say that's not a gift. That's not a talent. You know what I'm saying? But if you know how to flip patties like a certain special kind of way, that might be a gift that you might need to look into. Maybe you need to open up your own food spot or get your own food endeavors going on and go from there. You dig what I'm saying? You got people who like to clean. The cleaning lady got her own cleaning business. That's what she loved to do. That's what she liked to do. She's very good at it. She'll turn a 50 place spotless, sparkling, brand new, clean it up real good. That's a gift. That's a talent. You know what I'm saying? Dig deep. What's your gift? What's your talent? What are you passionate about? You know what I'm saying? What's your gift that you could become substantial from and that you could build from? You know what I'm saying? Everybody have one. Everybody have a gift. Everybody have a talent that they're passionate about. Everybody. We all do. We all got something that we're talented. We're talented and that we're passionate about. We all do. We all have ideas, very big ideas and a very strong imagination. We all have it. And it's kind of like people say, we don't know the future, but you kind of do if you can already see it. They say seeing is believing. You see it in your mind. You believe it. bring it into reality. Seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? Take that and do what you will. You know, not in a physical sense, seeing is believing, but you seeing here mentally. You thought of it. It was an idea. You imagined it happen. And you putting that out into the universe. You putting that out there into the world, into the universe, and the universe picking up on it. And the universe is working with you now, working in your favor based off your thoughts and how you feel about it, how strongly passionate you are about it. Because if you think on it harder and long enough, it'll happen. That's just how it goes. I don't make the rules, but that's just how it always been. All the greats before us already know this. If you go read the book, The Secret, that's all they speak about. You know, being in tune with the universe. You speak on something, you dream it, you have ideas, and the way how you passionately feel about it, the universe will start aligning with you and working in your favor. You know what I'm saying? It always been like that. And I'm a strong, firm believer of it. And yeah, I believe in God, for sure, most definitely. Because God put these gifts inside of you. You know, God is carrying a lot of us. You know, when we're on that God frequency, that God wave, you know, that positive frequency. You know what I'm saying? We dwell in positivity. You see? It's a beautiful thing when you know who you are and know what you like to do, and you actually understand what it is that you like to do. You understand it. Yeah. Look deep within yourself. Look deep and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. And find what is it that you really like to do. And I'm not talking about a hobby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about a hobby, but an actual gift. Like a gift from God. For some people, from Satan. You know what I'm saying? But for most of us, we're going to say from God. Dig what I'm saying? Like I said, gifts come in many packages and forms. Good and bad. Some people use their gifts for evil, to do evil. You know? That's just the way of the world. You know? It's a balance of good and evil, positive and negative. You know? What's your gift? What's your talent? What you're good at? You know, figure it out. Dig deep. And it's also good to, I think one of the best things as a human, what we're capable of is learning. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be ignorant of things, but the power to learn and change that is a beautiful thing. To actually learn something, break it down, rebuild it, understand it, and know the ins and outs of what you're learning. For example, the stock market, trading, cryptocurrency. Anybody who learned that, that's a gift. You learn how to trade. You learn how to buy and sell cryptocurrency. You learn how to read the stock market. You learn the charts. You know, you learn about technical analysts, fundamental analysts. You know what I'm saying? You learn about different types of indicators. You learn about liquidity sweeps, breaker structure, change of character, inducement. You know what I'm saying? Fair value gaps, order blocks. And you're able to jump inside a trade, you know, after you done marked up the charts and read all the higher highs and higher lows and everything. You're able to place a trade, whether you're going to buy or sell. and you hit your take profit level and actually get a profit, and you avoided being stopped out. That is one of the greatest things someone can do is learn. And it don't happen overnight. Learning something, it don't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? That's a life-changing skill. Learning about stocks, generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Thinking long-term wealth for your family. You dig what I'm saying? From 10 to 15, 20 years from now, you created wealth. You know what I'm saying? To me, in my eyes, in my heart, it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't even have a mentality to even want to learn because they don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So some people have the mindset of when they don't understand things, they talk down on it. You see what I'm saying? Which is ignorant to me. You know, when people don't understand things, they dismiss it and talk down on it. But if you took the time to learn how to do it, you wouldn't be talking down on it. You'll be locked in like everybody else be locked in on it because it's life-changing. You know, you create wealth. You know, you go from riding the city bus to riding Lambos and Rolls Royces and whatever car that you want. You're able to live wherever you want to live. You know, you done generated so much wealth that you're able to give your mom 20K, 30K. You know, you're able to round up people, hey, let's go get veneers. You know what I'm saying? Everything on me. You dig what I'm saying? Let's go, you know, I'm finna take out a light 10K just to spend for the weekend. You dig what I'm saying? I'm finna pull 10 racks out just to spend it. You know what I'm saying? Your gift can get you there. You know what I'm saying? For sure. A lot of people who just going to work every day in, day out, 12-hour shifts, 5-6 days a week, they not going to pull 10K out just to spend it like that. A lot of people not doing that. A lot of people can't do it. Just depends on the type of job you have, or not even necessarily a job, a career. Your career, you're able to do things like that for sure. You know, but even with that, you know, it takes a lot of budgeting and management. And I'm not saying be reckless or nothing like that, but you know, more people who work jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, or more, they budget more. You know, they're more in tune with managing their finances. Like they're not quick to go run down a Saks Fifth. They're not quick to run down to Neiman's Marcus. They can't go buy a pair of Prada American Cup shoes like that. You know, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Only certain people can do that. Some people can't afford Chrome Heart. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't afford Givenchy, Balenci. You dig what I'm saying? Some people can't afford yacht boat trips and, you know what I'm saying, flights to the Maldives, flights to Capri. You know, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And their job won't even allow them to do it because they have to work. They're on a schedule to sign a contract and agreement to be at this place at this time and leave at this time. And that's their dedication. You know, everybody don't have talents and gifts and money coming in to where they have freedom like that. A lot of people don't have freedom when they leave work. Most people are tired, just want to come home, shower, eat, lay down, do it all over again. The same repetitive cycle, day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Work. And never take time for a true calling from God, a gift. Even if it's just being a motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? Someone who speaks, someone who can stand on the platform and speak to millions of people. Everybody don't have that gift. Everybody is not talented enough to even do so, you know? Or having a mouthpiece is a gift. Being able to talk to people. You got people who can talk their way into and out of anything. You dig what I'm saying? You got people who really know how to talk, man. You dig what I'm saying? People who know how to finesse their way in some situations. You dig what I'm saying? And you got some people who know how to talk their way out of some shit. You know? That mouthpiece. And being a quick thinker on top of having a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Being able to talk their way out of something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that gift. You know, it's a gift to, you know, as a man, you know, be able to talk to women in a respectable way to where she's intrigued. You know, she's intrigued, she's impressed, you know, she's enticed. You know what I'm saying? Every guy don't have that gift. You know, some people are intimidated by certain women, you know? And you have guys who, they're gonna run down, let that mouthpiece do the work. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm not trying to convince you. It's either yay or nay. You know what I'm saying? Is you choosing or is you refusing? You dig what I'm saying? That's how that go. You know what I'm saying? Yay or nay, yes or no. That's it. $1 million mouthpiece. Having that mouthpiece is a gift. Game. A gift. You dig what I'm saying? Going to the gym, looking like a damn Olympian. That's a gift. That's a talent. You know, some guys and women walking around brolic as hell. Everybody can't do that. Everybody don't have the drive and the dedication for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many amazing people out here. You dig what I'm saying? It's like a world full of amazing people who do amazing things. You know, fitness trainers who can be the model example of how to be someone who's eating good and living good and working out, who's the fit, perfect model to motivate other people to want to do it. Someone who trains you to be like them. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen a bad body fitness trainer. I've never seen a fitness trainer who's out of shape. You know, it wouldn't even make sense for that person to be a fitness trainer. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't make sense at all. Point blank, period. You know? Wouldn't make sense. Or, for example, you know, you got guys who like to work on certain type of cars, like old school, older model cars. To me, in my world, in my eyes, that is a gift. That is a talent. You know, that is a talent because everybody, yeah, some people, man, that shit easy. It's easy, but to some people, it's not easy. It might be extremely difficult to even fathom to even want to do that. So, it's not my thing and lane to work on cars. So therefore, I'm going to take my car to a professional. I'm going to take my car to someone who spent years and years and years and years, days in, days out, unlimited hours on working on cars, because I know I will have a better outcome that way. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know, I'm not going to work on the car myself. I'm going to take the car to somebody who'll work on it. You're not going to see me all greasy and oily. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't started your alternator. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not living like that. You dig what I'm saying? No shade to who do. You know what I'm saying? Cause them niggas pockets be loaded too. You feel me? But that ain't how I get out. You dig what I'm saying? I'd rather drop the call and let them deal with that. You dig what I'm saying? And I, grease your pockets. You dig? That's how that works. You feel me? I'm not a mechanic. So I'm not even trying to be one. You know what I'm saying? You got some guys who like to build things. You got guys who really know how to construct buildings, like real architects. Guys who can build studio booths. You know what I'm saying? And you call them up, get a quote, and go from there. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, but everything is for everybody when you dig within yourself and find out what's for you, what works for you, what you love to do, what you want to do, what you're good at doing, what is going good in your favor when you do it, getting a good outcome from it. Everybody don't have that gift. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got it. And it's perfectly fine. It's okay. Everything ain't for everybody, Everything ain't for everybody, you dig? For sure. God put gift in all of us. We all have something special in all of us. You got some guys who may not know how to read, write, and spell that well. But when it comes to hustling, that's a hustling ass motherfucker. That nigga know how to get some paper. You dig what I'm saying? And I respect it. I salute it. Cause he might not be the best reader. He might not know how to spell like that. But he know how to count some paper though. You see what I'm saying? Just the art of hustling is a gift alone. Being able to hustle, waking up in the morning, going out in the world, and grinding your ass off with whatever product you selling or whatever you got, service you got going on, and coming back home with some paper for the day. Everybody can't do that. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. You dig what I'm saying? But for a lot of people, it is. Everybody just can't go work no 9 to 5. It's people out here who just not jacking that 9 to 5 shit. You dig what I'm saying? There's people who working 9 to 5s who not even jacking on 9 to 5. They just there doing what they have to do for the moment. And that moment could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, maybe even 1. Whatever time frame they're giving themselves till they get ready to move forward into the next endeavor, to the next chapter of their life. Do what I'm saying? Real spill, man. You know what I'm saying? To some people, a job is a stepping stone, building blocks. But to a lot of people, they ain't going nowhere. They get on a job and they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They're not going nowhere. They gonna be there. And they will fight with your ass. You'll be going before they do. And sometimes you gotta let people have it. You know what I'm saying? People who do lame ass shit, man, let them have that lame ass shit. Cause they gonna probably be there for the next 10, 15 years in the same position. They ain't even talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cause they probably ain't got no gifts and talents of their own. You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't really have gifts and talents. Cause if they did, it'll show. A lot of people like to create. A lot of people like to design things. A lot of people like to build things. A lot of people doing a lot of things. You got some people who love to ride motorcycles. And talking about bad ass on the bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they do on bikes, the average person probably can't do it or probably scared to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not finna get on a motorcycle and be trying to pop wheelies and doing 100 miles on the highway and doing tricks standing up on the seat while the bike driving, and yeah, everybody ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And another gift that I think is beautiful is the love for animals. You have people in the world who are in the same room, in the same grass field with real animals that could kill a human. You know, you got people who walking side by side with lion, tigers, and bears, and gorillas, and elephants, and all types of stuff. Big python, anaconda, snakes. You got people who love animals so much, understand animals, that they get in the water with alligators because they love it so much that they'll get in the water with alligators. You know, you got people out there who like that, but that's their gift. That's their calling. You know what I'm saying? Can't no man take away what God gave a person. You know? Stay true to yourself. Know thyself first and foremost. Most importantly, know thyself. Always dig deep within and extract that greatness that lies within you. Find out what you truly love. Find out what you're good at. Find out what you're capable of doing. Find your gift. Learn your gift. Understand your gift. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Go deep. You know what I'm saying? Have the talks with God or whoever you be talking to. Allah, whoever, Buddha, whatever. Some of you folks be worshiping Satan. You know what I'm saying? Asking for shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you praying to. You know what I'm saying? Look deep within and find your gift. Find your calling. And build on it. Work towards it. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody got a gift. Everybody can do special things. You know, you can do something special that could be beneficial towards the next person. You can create something or do something so great and amazing that the next person could benefit from your creation, your work, your service. And you can provide that for millions of people if you really work towards it and put your mind to it. You dig what I'm saying? But we got to get out the poor mentality. You know what I'm saying? Poor is not only a physical way of living, but to end up living poor, you was already poor mentally, a poor mindset, a poor mentality, a poor way of thinking, making poor choices and decisions, thinking poorly of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And the outcome always fester into what it is and what it's going to be. You know, we not doing no negative self-talking about ourselves. We're not having no negative attitudes and behavior towards the world. We're not, you know, shaming people of their gifts and talents. You know, we're not settling for less. We're not settling for the bare minimum. You dig? We're not, you know, we're not compromising our integrity and pride. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. You know, we're not going outside for nothing to nobody. No, we gonna, you know, we always making the best choices and decisions. And I encourage anybody to go read Proverbs. Proverbs alone will pull you out the rut. Period. You know what I'm saying? Go read Proverbs and bring yourself back to an upstanding stature. You know what I'm saying? Cleanliness is next to godliness. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, a clean, righteous mind, a clean, righteous mentality. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts is everything. The way you think and live is everything. And I'm gonna leave it at that, man. It's your host of the most DB to God, man, and you tune into unapologetic intelligence. You rock with this video. I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's build this platform so we can grow, and I'll be able to create and put out more content if you rocking with it, you know. And just like that, we out. Love y'all.